Okay, in this video we've got one of the old style PS3s. It's a slim version and it's not turning on. The light comes on but it just doesn't give you anything, so just going to start by taking it apart, find out what's wrong with it. I've undone all the screws in the bottom. They are Torx screws, and the various crossheads. So just going to start by prying the lid off. And it would help if I actually removed all the screws. Yeah, I did forget these two. Okay, now the lid's off. You can see it's not in too bad of shape. I mean, the lid's got a little bit of dust in it, but I've been in and out of this thing a few times. But just going to start by disconnecting the power supply, and we're going to remove that. To be fair, I think the power supply is causing most of our issue, if not all our issue, but we'll find out. We'll get a replacement and we'll see. Now the power supply's out, we're just gonna take that apart, have a quick look, see if there's anything too obvious. Hopefully there is something just staring us in the face, but I very much doubt it. So we'll find out, get it apart, and see what she looks like inside. Okay, from first glance everything seems fine. No blown caps, no sort of burning, smudging, sort of bad gunk on the board. May have to run over it with a multimeter and just do a few checks on a few things just to see if we ain't getting caught out. I am going to start by shorting the cap because I have recently put a little bit of power to this. I think there was a little bit of a spark there, but I can't be sure. But yeah, we'll just make sure because I don't want to get whacked from this. And the other side, it doesn't really look too bad. But then again, I don't honestly know whether could be a number of things. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get another one to sort of test with and see if it makes any difference at all. I will have a route through this one and try and find the cause of what's actually causing the problem. quick go over with the caps on the multimeter and see how they're doing. Okay, everything seemed to be okay. Cap wise, there was a few readings that I was unsure about, but I did a few more tests and yeah, they seemed to come back fine. So just gonna give it a little bit of a touch up with some solder in some places, just to make sure that it's not that. I mean, I've got nothing to lose because I have now got a power supply for it, so, and a working one, I know that. Just put it back together and give it a quick test and see what it does. I mean, there is a possibility that I could blow this thing up, so hopefully I don't, but hey, we'll see what she does. Okay, just gonna give it a quick test, see how it gets on, and no, it's not really made much difference. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take it apart again, and yeah, we'll have to have a further look into that. Okay, now we're just going to start by taking it apart further, have a look at the board and just make sure that everything is all working perfectly fine. And yeah, just give everything a check over and make sure everything looks good and seems, well, hopefully works. Okay, now onto the bottom of the board, just undoing all the screws that are there, as well as the two clamps that are holding the heatsink onto the CPU. And once they're removed, we'll be able to take this massive sort of heat shield off. And once they're removed, we can get a better look at the underside of the board to see if there's anything that's sort of sticking out and upset, and I can't really see anything that is, so I'm gonna have to have a further look into this and sort of find out why, but I'm gonna have to leave that for another video. So just gonna put it back together, give it a quick test just to see if me taking it apart and putting it back together again made the difference, but I very much doubt it. Yeah, sadly not, so we'll look further into that once we've got more to go on. But again, thank you very much. If you've got any ideas, or if you know exactly what it is, then comments are welcome and appreciated. So again, thank you, have a great day, and like and subscribe for more.